So, March 2019, in Gasparilla, Trinidad, there's a report of a family to the media that claimed that they were being haunted by a strange entity. The family said that they were being physically assaulted, sexually harassed, and taunted. The news media printed the story and uploaded to their social media. Everyone, and I mean everyone, went wild. I'm talking about priests, pastors, locals, psychiatrists, and all. Everybody was putting their input. What was going on? And why was it so popular? Hey, babies, welcome back. It's me, Cavalli, and I'm back for another video. I told you I wouldn't be that long. Welcome. How are you guys doing? Y'all good? Y'all hydrated? I know I am because it's really hot here and everything's just sweating right now. But no, we gonna get through it, okay? Today's topic I've been sitting on for a very, very long time since I started this channel. I think back in 2021. It's been a while, it's been a long time, but I'm still here and I'm still striving. But I've been on this topic for so long, so please put your hands together, ladies and gentlemen, and let's welcome the Baku, everybody. Yes, welcome. Some of y'all may not know what a Baku is, but I'm here to tell you guys. A Baku is known or described as a little creature, meaning recognized as male. The feature is very for those you may ask. Some people may say it's a short, fat man with deformed limbs, and others will say it's a body made of flesh and wood. But what all the stories do have in common is it's mischievous entity that wreak havoc and anyone it was sent to. You see, most Bakus or bucks, as people in Guyana and Trinidad will refer to them as, just don't appear out of anywhere. So they're not just gonna pop up like boo, They are mercenaries and they are conjured by a person that can basically make deals with them and ask them for money, wealth. You might want something for your boyfriend, a 10-inch dick, and so forth. I'm sorry. Oh my gosh. You can even send a buck to your neighbor's life to like mess it up. You have a neighbor and you want to send a buck to them, you can do that. Call the number on the screen today. But refusing to repay, that's what I say, refusing to repay the Baku for giving you all those wealth, giving your boyfriend a newfound growth and all that. If you're not gonna take care of the Baku or repay, you can be attacked. And in some cases I've heard that some people actually died. Yikes. This brings us to our story for today. Side note, I'm not naked, I just feel a little hot. I got clothes underneath, so in case you guys like wondering. But anyways. So, Christian Mathura, who was age 60, lived with his wife, Balmante, and his son, Govinda. They all made claims that the entity was terrorizing them. The family said it first happened when Balmante and Govinda, right? They was home alone, the dad went to work. There was nobody there, just both of them. I don't know what they were doing, but probably just chilling, doing house shows, probably watching TV. They said they heard a voice. So they was wondering, like, did you say something? I know I didn't say nothing. So it gotta be you, right? So they continued to hear this voice and it terrified them. It freaked them out. Bamate, the wife, stated that the voice was asking her, like, for sex. I mean, you, like, home and you just hearing a voice talking about, like, me want sex. Like, what is this? I'm sure she was confused, like, probably not, because she probably thought it was her husband and be like, okay, babe, I'm gonna go lay down and you can, like, beat this up. I'm sorry. But I'm sure it was like weird to hear, right? So the mother and son would tell Krishna, the father, about those strange voices and so forth, but he never really believed them. The only time he started to believe those them is when he retired from his workplace and he started to be home. And that's when he started experiencing those strange anomalies by himself. The family was being disturbed in their home for over 7 months. 7 months. That is a very long time to be haunted, right? Like, what? The family claims that this strange creature was eating up their foods from the refrigerator and killing their livestock, like taking valuable items and even their Bible, like just straight up yanking it from them and going, like just moving things around the house. So they couldn't sleep, they couldn't do anything because they were so pressured by this like entity. One time Balmate, the wife, said that she was home and she and her son was home and they were chilling again. Krishna was probably not at home at the time, and she just saw the tablecloth from the table, right? She's looking at the tablecloth and there's a tablecloth on the table, and she knows she left that there, and she know that no one is gonna move the tablecloth. But she said the tablecloth lifted up from the table, got up, and flew out the window. She stated that she got up and Govinda also followed her out to chase after, this tablecloth, this floating tablecloth. Like, I never knew tablecloths were alive. So she ran outside and Govinda followed her after. And the tablecloth, like, rested on some bushes on the other side of the house. And then it just disappeared. It's like, who is playing this sick joke? Govinda claims to have recordings, and by the looks of it, when I was doing my research, the news who went to interview the family listened to the recording. So this is what I have. This is what they say. I'm glad the recordings wasn't released to the public, because I'm not trying to hear that. I'm not trying to. No, I'm not. So the recordings claim basically that the buck was telling Govinda that he was not terrified of priests or pastors or anything like that, so you can bring them over and I'm gonna handle it because I'm not scared of them. Also, I'm sorry, but the news also say that they heard like a very like deep-throated laughter and then a meowing of a cat. So take this with a grain of salt and do with it as you please. The family claimed to burn incense, sprinkle salt. Governor even created like a little idol made out of clay to ward up the spirit, but nothing was working, nothing at all. Governor claimed, well, he said that the buck was a short, fat man with a fat face, big hair, and big eyes. He also said that it doesn't walk on its feet, but on his toes, like just like a ballerina, I guess. Like he probably loved ballet, so he's just like, imagine like seeing that, like seeing this like fat, short dude just walking around your house on their tippy toes, like, hey, I'm here. But get this, not only did he walk on his toes, his right hand was on his left hand and his left hand was on his right. The first person to visit the Mathura's home was Pastor Dina Bremarin. I hope I say your name right. I'm sorry. Okay, I'm sorry. Not too much is said about Pastor Dina. She was from the Christ Crusader Assembly and it was not her first time getting house calls about strange occurrences. No. So the pastor stated that she visited the family, she prayed with them, she sat with them, she talked with them, she did all that. She blessed the family and the house, and the family told her, hey, we slept good for the night. Everything was okay. But the buck will later soon return, days after. Pasadena also said that she as well believed that the family is being haunted by this, Baku. So the news of the book began to circulate, right? Until he caught wind of American exorcist, but that means I'm getting tongue tied. I'm sorry. But his name was Eric Pug. Now, when I went on Google, I gotta do my back research, and I was looking for this Eric Pug guy. Google search that pop up was this man, and he was like a software developer. So I guess like if it is him, he's like a software developer by day and demon catcher by night, I would say. Yeah. But Pug visited the family at the Gasparilla home. Not this man, not this Pug, okay? Eric Pug, but I don't know who Eric Pug is. Okay, don't kill me. He said the energy was very strong. He could feel there was a heavy presence in the house. Mr. Pug said the spirit ran up the house into the wooded area. He also said that he asked the spirit who sent it, and the spirit answered. Now, I didn't get the answer and question. Like, I didn't see that, like what he asked him and what the spirit told him. So I don't know about that. Okay, so yeah, a little loops are missing there, right? Side note, Pug told the media that it wasn't a Baku and it wasn't a buck. It was just like a dark spirit or something. I don't know. That's what he said. So Dina is saying one thing and Pug is saying the other. So yeah, that's what he said. So Pug claimed to do an exorcism on the family. Since then, the family was better, and the family said after the exorcist, they could sleep well and nothing was bothering them. So they were finally okay, finally good. For 7 months straight, the family has been like, Balmate, and physically abused and all that. And now they can finally relax and just, enjoy the house, right? But even though the family claimed to be haunted by a spirit, and Mr. Pug and the pastor also said that it was an entity, many speculate that the Matthias family was making it up. Yeah. And the one who was leading this story was a Dr. Avama De La Singh. I hope I didn't butcher your name too. I'm sorry. Dr. De La Singh said this phenomenon could be the inner workings of the mind. So, Dr. Verma stated, and I quote, I gotta read, so, okay, I didn't, memorize this part by heart, I'm sorry. But he said, if you believe in the book, your mind creates and explains everything as attribute to the book. If one family member sees it, the power of suggestion could allow other family members to also see it and believe it. This is well documented as a folie à deux. French, oui. A shared psychosis in which symptoms of delusional belief and sometimes hallucinations are transmitted from one individual to another. The same syndrome shared by more than 2 people may be called a folie à trois. I don't know if I'm saying this words correctly. I'm sorry. Folie à quatre, folie en familia, which means family madness, or even folie à plusieurs. I'm not saying this was right at all. I'm sorry. Which means madness of several. So basically, what the doctor is saying, he's saying, hey, I don't believe that this family is being haunted by a buck. No. I just believe one of them just made the story up. And because folks in the Caribbean are so deeply rooted in superstition, our minds can make us believe in those superstition. And then when we start fully believing in those superstition and all that, we can get paranoid and have fear that something's actually there and that isn't really there. And then we live in a family, I've seen somewhere that they all slept in the same room on the same bed. So hey, maybe the doctor was onto something. Maybe that one of them just passed on the fear to the other, and now they all believe that they are seeing a bug. Others speculate the Mitchell family made the whole thing up. So whatever Mr. Eric Perk said was wrong, and whatever the psychiatrist said was also wrong. They made the story up because they was going through a land like problem with one of their relatives. So I mean, if you have a haunted land and people are so easily believing superstition, then obviously, who's gonna want to buy that land if it's haunted? But Mathura said that no, it's not true. I didn't make the story up. We didn't make that story up. It wasn't over land and all that. It actually happened, and it actually terrified my family. So I don't know. I do know. I hate when I always say I don't know. Maybe they were haunted by some evil entity. But then again, it could be like they made it up because one person like thought they saw something. Like they probably I don't know. What y'all guys think? Like, what do you think actually happened to the family? But like, I think like the things that they were saying like seems super like in depth. Like there's also a time that governor said that the thing threatened to burn his father's car down. I don't know what to believe, but I'm split down the middle, to be honest with you. But I don't think it was overland. I really don't think about this one being overland. But the other two, it's 50-50 for me. Alright guys, so here ends today's topic about the Baku. I hope you learned a little something more about our folklore about the Baku. The Baku has been around for so many years. I've heard stories. My grandmother, my father, my grand and my great grandparents told stories about Bakus, about people who wanted wealth and would go to Bakus for those wealth. And a lot of them couldn't repay, so they end up being hurt and tortured by those said Bakus. Yeah. So I'm gonna see you guys in another video. Remember to stay hydrated. It's Halloween, turn up, have a good ass time, and I'm gonna see you next time. Bye guys. God bless.